So again, this place seems more crowded than before too. I like that these places change. Oh, there's Waxler over there. I can go hand in this quest to him. Nice hat, dude.
This fell into my hands. Recognize it?
I had long since paid my debt over this. It's grand to see it again.
Everybody speak to him. Alright, let's do the rounds.
So
Hey, Isabella.
I found this amazing hat shop in Lowtown.
Everyone's laughing at him, but he doesn't care.
Cool.
He was naked.
You don't really wear hats though, do you? You wear head bandanas?
If you want a drink, order it from Corf. In 3 years, Nora's never gotten my order right.
Still here though. Still here though. Oh yeah, there was meant to be somebody back here. Hope they're still there. I used some rewards for everything I just did. Who?
I removed another bunch of lowlifes.
You're a real street cleaner, Sir Hawke. Our compliments. Another time, friend Hawke. Many of them, hopefully.
I wonder if that's for everybody. Because I only say one, but I get paid a pretty decent amount and a good amount of XP as well. Who knows? Who knows?
I'm bored of this. We should do something fun.
And I'm... My sentiments exactly. Okay. I'm gonna order a drink while I'm here as well. Hey, buddy. Give me some of your swill. I know I'm in Hightown now, but... Oh, God! The kidneys! There goes another one. Alright. Important to remember your roots. Seekers of Truth. Is that a codex? Let's see. No, looks like just generic lore stuff. You can pause and read that if you like, but I'm not going to bother. Let's move around to everybody. I'm sure nobody's got anything to say because I don't have like much in the way of quests, but I still want to say hi to folks.
By the Dread Wolf! Why is my house always such a mess when people are here? It's clean sometimes, I swear. By the Dread Wolf! Why is my house always such a mess when people are here? It's clean sometimes, I swear.
Do you know what? Let's take some time. What's this? No, we already read that. In our codex, we get updates on everybody, except for Meryl, again. So this sort of like leads me to think, I think Meryl was meant to have a post-Act 1 quest, but that it's glitched a little bit, which is a real shame. So, do you know what? Here we go. I looked it up. Meryl after the Deep Roads. This is the codex which is found on the wiki for Dragon Age 2. It's a keeper's place to remember, even the dangerous things. Since her arrival in Kirkwall's elven alienage, Meryl has had difficulty adjusting. Her neighbours ignore her existence, and even the most determined socialites in Lowtown cross the street to avoid her. Wow. She also gets lost frequently, a matter that doesn't seem to be solving... I got a text. A matter that doesn't seem to be resolving itself through time or familiarity with the city. Oh no. On separate occasions, she has accidentally found herself in the Viscount's bathing room, the Chantry airing cupboard, and in the middle of a dog racing track in Darktown. Right. Yeah, okay, so there we have that. So there was meant to be a codex entry, but it just glitched for some reason. I don't know why. I guess that's kind of a shame to miss out on that conversation. I guess we'll just roll with it. I was comfortable looking the codex entry up, but I don't think I'll look up what that conversation is because... I don't know. There's somebody I talk to about this game. I might ask them about it and see what they think, because I'd be worried about seeing a conversation which might... I don't know why... The point is, I don't know if this is a bug or if it was removed from the game for some reason and it was like it was unfinished. And if it was unfinished, then the rest of the game might respond accordingly, and I don't want to knock out my experiences with the game compared with what's happening. So I'll talk to them about it, and if they say, no, just YouTube it and watch it, it was meant to be in the game, it's harmless, then I'll see it. If not, then I won't bother. I'm honestly not too bothered with it. It bugs me a little bit that I missed out on that, but I'm easy going with it. Okay, Anders. In the past 3 years, Anders has become more reclusive, verging on paranoid. When not with the champion, he spends his time among the Ferelden refugees in Darktown. healing their ills and counting on their loyalty to protect him from curious Templars. After his friend Carl was made tranquil, then killed, Anders was convinced that the Chantry's entire structure must be overturned to free mages completely from their control. He has joined a group of like-minded apostates who are slowly wearing away Kirkwall's circle by helping other mages escape. The spirit of vengeance inside him is manifested more strongly, making it nearly impossible for him to control himself when fighting the Templars. Did I say that I got him vengeance, that mode which increases his attack? I think that works well with his character, plus it makes him into more of an attack as well as healing mage, which was the role that Bethany was filling until her untimely death. Aveline. Since the adventure in the Deep Rose, Aveline has settled into life as the captain of the guard. She's removed the stain of Captain Jevon's corruption and turned the guardsmen into effective enforcers of law and order. Becoming captain of the guard title should have brought Aveline stability, but she has instead found herself taxed by having so many people under her care. She is very protective of the people she commands, to the point of training each guardsman herself and personally reinforcing otherwise simple patrols. Injury rates are lower than ever before, but the guards are beginning to feel smothered. Aveline is utterly dedicated to her job, leaving no time for anything beyond the occasional sidetrack with Iain. Even that is an excuse to watch over people she cares about. She is a guardian in every waking moment, and she doesn't seem to know how to put down the weight she carries. Yeah, sounds like her. Since the adventure into the Deep Rose, Fenris has remained in Kirkwall, maintaining a residence in Daenerys' abandoned mansion. That it doesn't truly belong to him has aroused the interest of curious neighbours and thus the city guard. Aveline has so far deflected their inquiries on Fenris' behalf. We saw some of that with Isabella, and I think also Varric was referring to that as well, because he talked about Blondie, which I think is Fenris. However, she's told him in no uncertain terms that the situation will not remain that way forever. Though seemingly unconcerned about the house, Fenris has become increasingly nervous over the last year. He doesn't know if he's actually free from pursuit or if his former master is planning something even worse. He tries not to think about it, taking pleasure in having a home for the first time in his life, even though his contact with anyone outside of the jobs he takes as a mercenary is very limited. Isabella spent the past several years trying to track down the relic that she lost in the shipwreck. She believes that it's still in Kirkwall, though why she thinks so is a mystery. Despite her insistence that she's keeping a low profile to avoid her old employer Castellan, Isabella seems to go out of her way to cause trouble. Recently, one of her duels evolved into a bar brawl that then spilled out into Lowtown, involving over 20 people. Wow. The fracas caused a great deal of damage to several merchant stalls. Isabella spent the next 2 weeks in the brig. Guard Captain Aveline allowed her release, but not before extracting a promise that Isabella would not duel on public property again. Whether Isabella actually keeps this promise remains to be seen. And Varric. Bianca sends her regards. Bartrand vanished after the Deep Roads expedition, and Varric had to divert his attention from searching for his wayward brother to keeping the now abandoned family business from falling apart. Varric now occupies his brother's seat in the Dwarven Merchants Guild, technically. He rarely attends guild meetings and is hardly ever seen actually occupying the chair in their hall that belongs to House Tethras. He prefers to run the Tethras financial empire from his suite at the High Mand, and he never replies to his mail. Oh, that is interesting, and good to catch up. Nothing too much to comment on there that I didn't comment on at the time, but interesting nonetheless. Okay.
The Templars have become more active in their hunt for me. I won't be able to stay here long.
We'll cross that bridge when it comes to Anders. I got your back on that one. Haven't had much opportunity to sort of fix my initially soured impression with you, honestly. I think I need to start taking you out more, which is honestly fine by me because you're now the balanced mage. It's really unfortunate that the Merle doesn't have any healing abilities and can never have any healing abilities. I sort of wish that was different, because it means that Anders will now basically be forever the main mage. It's going to be hard for me to ever leave without him in the party, which I'm fine with. He's an interesting character, definitely more interesting than he was back in Dragon Age Awakening. But still, it's not an ideal situation. So Wynn was like that, I suppose, but Wynn was Wynn. Wynn was way more awesome than Anders. No offense, Anders, but, you know, it was Wynn. She won, essentially. Hey, Fenris, I actually think I have something for you.
I have something for you.
It's a book.
I see your eyesight is still working fine. The book is by Shartan, the elf who helped Andraste free the slaves. You know about him, right?
Of course I know about him. What do you take me for? I certainly didn't learn from books, though. Do you think they teach slaves to read?
I could teach you. I would teach him, but I don't want to flirt. Yeah.
A simple thank you would have sufficed.
Yes. Thank you for reminding me of something I can never do. Ugh. Ignore me. You are not responsible for my deficiencies. I do appreciate your gift. I've always wanted to learn more of Shartan. Perhaps this is my chance.
There you go. Oh my god. More rivalry. Interesting. So it looks like the gift, whatever you give, actually instead of improving friendship, exacerbates whatever state they're currently in. Man, I sort of do wish I was friends with Fenris, but I just don't see it happening. I think we disagree about it too much. So with that in mind, like, again, as people have said, neutrality is what I should be worried of. I guess I just need to, I would say embrace it, but honestly, I've said this before. I've given up worrying about the approval system. I don't think it's designed to be worried about. I'm just doing what do and seeing what happens.
There are still many refugees that need help.
We do, however, have something for Sebastian, who I don't know what side of the fence he's on with me, but a gift I have for him nonetheless. Let's see how this goes.
I think this is yours.
My grandfather's bow, but where did you get it?
Floor.
One of the Flint Company men did some looting. I figured I'd return the favor.
Thank you. It's hard to mourn the loss of a thing while my family lies dead. But I did think of it.
Cool.
What's the story behind that bow?
As the youngest son, it was my place to lead Starkhaven's militia. But I never had a talent for swordplay. Too much getting hit. My grandfather said the bow is the wise man's weapon. You can defend your city without opening its gates. Grandfather said the day I could pull the string on his bow, it would be mine.
So it's yours now, right?
Then why didn't you have it with you?
I was 13 when my grandfather made me that promise. I would rise at dawn to practice my shots until I could hit the eye slit of a helmet from the top of the ramparts. But my parents pledged me to the chantry before I could show him.
Alright, okay, makes sense.
Were you and your grandfather close?
He was a man of the world, Prince of Starkhaven. But he had the most unshakable faith in the Maker. When my parents threatened to pledge me to the chantry, he told me he'd gladly trade his title for a life of contemplation. The Maker ordained a place for each of us, I remember him saying. We have only to serve.
I'm always better than a family.
You can't shoot your family at a charging bandit and stop him dead between the eyes.
Do you hold nothing sacred, Hawke? Still, I'll stop dwelling on what can't be fixed and appreciate this gift you found for me. I look forward to testing it.
Excellent. Friendship +5. Cool. I don't really have too much to say about that. Sebastian, he's still not
We're
hooked.
here to serve the
Shut up. He's still not hooked me. But you know, I'm happy to give him that gift. Am I missing anybody? Hang on.
What are you here for?
I need speak to Aveline, but I've spoken to them. Meryl, Anders, and Sebastian. So yeah, just Aveline, and then home to the house. And then that'll be us.
I've been waiting all day.
No, Aveline didn't have much to say. Let's go home. Back to the Hawke estate. I go there at night. At night. I don't know if that makes a difference.
I hope all is well. Mistress Amel just returned not long ago herself, I believe.
That's nice. Wonder where she's been.
Did you ever run the wilds, boy?
Oh, hello.
Kirkwall is no city for a breed used to open spaces. Nice as your estate is, it's not healthy for a Mabari to be cooped up.
Or not.
May I take him to the barracks time to time? He could help train my guards.
Sure, yeah.
Good idea. He'll put the fear of dog into them.
Good. I think it's time they face down a good old Mabari charge. How about it, boy? Want to chew on some recruits?
That's a let me at them, Scrappy Doo style. Wait, where did she go? Oh, she's just gone now to the barracks. Cool.
That dog. Well, maybe chew marks add character to the piece.
Any mother?
Those elves you're friends with, they're rather strange, aren't they?
Yes. Yes, for elves and anybody, they're very strange. We did read all these. Hey guys.
Always at your service, Monsieur.
Hello? Oh. What is that?
Boom!
Ah.
Ah, there he goes again. How he makes these things, I'll never know.
Has he always been like this?
I've never seen another dwarf like him. Does this run in your family?
Not at all, but Sandal isn't really my son. I found him in the deep roads when I left Orzammar for good. Raised him as my own now. Isn't that right, my boy? I like Bodan. He's always been this way. Always collecting things and enchanting them. Strange, I suppose.
That's very useful.
Sandal's quite useful to have around.
That he is. Also, I've always said. Oh, Maker knows what'll happen when I'm gone. I try not to think about it. I want some pie.
Mom! Cool. That's all fine as well. Think I'm just gonna wrap up. In today's session, we helped Sebastian with his thing, and we cleared the streets, and now I'm knackered. It's been a long day full of... Yeah, like Sebastian, a companion, I still, for all intents and purposes, still am not quite clicking with, and then engaging heavily in the part of the game which is possibly my least favourite, even going so far to say that I don't really enjoy that part of the game particularly much. The combat itself is fine, it's just, there's so much of it there, I've said it before. But I still have enjoyed the session. This goes to show, doesn't it? When you enjoy the game as a whole, you can still deal with all this stuff. In the next session, we'll do a little bit more stuff that we actually, are interested in. Some more of those more involved quests. In the meantime, thank you very much for watching, everybody. And I will see you in the next episode.